Hello.
Hello. Yeah, I stopped answering on the radio because, yeah, I feel that this is something we had to talk in person. But also, look what I just found. I know it's not the rarest weapon in the region, but I never seen this color. So maybe if someone new comes into the region, they might want something like this.
Oh, Pioneer. Oh, yeah, I saw that. I left it over there.
Oh, you saw it there? No, I found it on the, crossing the bridge and just following the road, and then you go to that police station by the train tracks of
Right.
the other bridge. I think it's I don't know the name, but yeah, that place. I found it there.
Oh, because
So
I think there's one over there near that wrecked Humvee over there. I was over there earlier. But anyways,
wow.
so, like I said, he...
So is this so? Apparently, it's two clownies now,
Well, this is a
like
cloud...
like an
Like,
impostor.
well, like I said, I don't know. I told Ethan about it because I know he was on the hit list, right? So I want to make sure and he's just like, no, they're the same guy. He's multiple personalities, blah 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 and stuff. Which I mean, that could absolutely be true. I can only tell you what happened to me, right? And as far as when he came the second time, Foggy's here, so he can back me up with that as well. So he says, and like I said, because apparently his tongue was cut out, so that's why he wasn't talking, so we had him write it down. And unfortunately, like I said, I think he picked up his original note, but I did keep the other ones. In his original note, though, he called himself Cloudy, Cloudy, not Clowny, Cloudy.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
So, I'm just trying to recall exactly as best as I can, because like I said, but yeah, it was like he said he was cloudy. He meant no harm, and but he was blah blah blah. Those among us who will soon find their end. Just a guy with issues. Forgive me if he, said forgive him if he scared me. May the Lord of Lords forgive us all, but his work will be done. And then he wrote, let me make sure this is the right one here. Yeah, so we were asking him about if, what was, if he was the one leaving notes on people's doors and threatening people, harassing you and all that stuff. And that was the note that he wrote in response to all that stuff. And then he said about,
So he's saying here they don't mean harm to you, but what about everyone else? Like Ethan, me, Ashley.
well, that we
Like
asked.
also, who are the people in the West?
Well, this is what I don't know, but I asked him. I did specifically ask him if he was the one that was harassing you guys, like everybody else, and that's what he said, that it wasn't him, right? And the last note he left was this one, because he said about impersonating and stuff like that, and that was his response to that. I do have another note, but it's just where he ended up saying that they cut my tongue.
But this is like a threat note. Basically, it's like if something happens to me, it's gonna happen to all of us.
Yeah, I guess.
That's basically what it says here. Because it's like,
What he's saying,
I'm
what
not looking
I...
for trouble. If trouble finds me, then all of you are gonna pay too. And like,
Yeah, well, it's
so what? You
also...
want us to protect you?
Well, I don't know if he necessarily wants that, but I don't know. Like I said, he also says at the beginning there he's being impersonated, right? So, I mean, it's like, I get it. You got all your heckles at a bunch kind of thing because people have been harassing you and stuff like that. But I just want you just for a second put yourself in his shoes. All these people are coming after you when you didn't do anything. You're going to defend yourself. That's all there is to it. Now, I'm not saying that is the case. Like I said, this could be the same person. Like I said, he still seemed a bit nuts and stuff like that to me. I'm just letting you know, since you were like a target of all this stuff, that's what ended up happening. And when he came, like I said, when he came and did all these notes, he brought like a gazebo, a bunch of food, and other gifts. So why? I don't know. Like I said, it could be like what Ethan said, where he's multiple personality, right? But the next day, which again doesn't mean anything, but the next day, Clowney was on the radio, and he's like saying all this stuff, and I'm just like, because you guys are saying it's Clowney. This guy that was here, like I said, he wrote Cloudy. I don't know if there's two different ones or whatever, but the guy who was on the radio talking, I just like called him out. I said, listen, I was speaking to Cloudy last night. And all this stuff, and he's just like, you're lying. I said, I'm not lying. I said, I've got notes from him, and I had somebody else here. And then he got really all upset, and then he's like, I know where you live, old man. You better watch yourself, and blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, yeah, whatever.
I thought that guy was gone or dead, because I haven't heard from... No, I haven't heard that anyone got any notes or anything in the last few weeks.
Yeah, well, apparently not. Like I said, he was on the one that talks. Anyways, if there are two of them, the one that talks was on the radio. Well, I wasn't awake. I was sleeping most of the day yesterday, but on Sunday, he was on the radio.
Oh, yeah. I came back to the region like late Sunday.
Yeah, no, you weren't back yet when this was all going down. And like I said, the guy before, the guy that was here, he was here like on Saturday. So,
okay, yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, I never heard this guy saying his name is Clowney. That's what Ethan and the McCollins actually call him. But
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it was a miscommunication, or not miscommunication, but you know the radio sometimes are funky. So maybe he say actually Cloudy. If he's trying to impersonate this other guy, maybe he said Cloudy, but everyone heard Clowny, because also you relate clowns with bad people.
Right.
So, you know.
Well, I know the McCullens had
because there was a time too that. I don't know. Someone was trying to impersonate me, and I turned my radio, and it was actually at the time this guy was trying to impersonate me, and they were like, Andrew, you sound weird today, like, and then I was like, what do you mean, you know? And then the other person stopped talking.
Right.
I was already on the radio.
Right. Well, I know the McCullens. I think I think Ethan said Cabbage. They had caught Clowney or whatever this guy is when he first was giving you a hassle and like interrogated him in that, you know, that rail building or whatever near their place kind of thing, right? The little train station.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I said, the fellow that was here, you know, I didn't even think about it. I didn't even ask him to prove that he had that his tongue was cut or whatever, but I mean, if he comes by, I'll have to.
This is Jeremiah Blackwood from Camp Wolf, requesting a really, really good doctor. We've got a man that's severely injured over at Camp Wolf. We need your help.
I just turned my radio off. Somebody injured over at Camp Wolf. There's somebody always injured at Camp Wolf. That's not very nice of me.
Apparently something is being going on with Camp Wolf that they're not even invited to the wedding.
Oh, right. I saw the flyers about that. Yeah, I don't know.
I read that, and I was like, oh, what did they do now?
Except for Mercy. Mercy's allowed to go.
Yeah, well, Mercy's been around helping people. Well, that's the thing. Like, besides Ali, Queen, and Thomas, and Mercy, I don't even know who the F is for Ken Wolf. You know, every time at the McCollins, you'll see Quinn, and then you'll see like two Ken Wolves, literally like this, not talking. Oh,
Yeah.
they'll be literally like this, not talking, just like this, like if they own the place. You know,
Yeah,
like, dude, chill. You know, like
that's usually when they show
I know
up here,
you're,
too.
I know you're supposed to be, I know you're supposed to be on duty, but come on.
Yeah, usually when they show up here, it's, Quinn will be in here talking, and the other ones will be walking around outside. So, I mean, whatever. I mean, that's their business, how they run their outfit, right? Like,
Yeah, no, but like they walk into other people's houses and stuff. Like if they own their place with guns out and everything, but then you want to go into their base and you have to surrender your weapons and everything. And apparently, I heard that now there is a no-fly zone over there. But they fly everywhere, you know. So
oh, maybe
I don't know.
maybe that's some of the ill feelings then going on, right?
Yeah. Well, I think I expressed my feelings before too. You know, like reasons why I left,
Yep.
and other stuff. So yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, again, that's how they run. It's up to them, as far as I'm concerned, how they run their thing. I mean, I don't really have any. The only person I really have any a lot of interaction with is Quinn, because him and I we kind of keep in touch and keep each other in the know, just because he's one of the few people around here that hasn't been injected yet, right? And so I rather keep.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Let me show you something. Super jump. No, I'm kidding.
Well, hey, I wouldn't have been surprised. NS was juiced up for a little bit. He had one of the temporary serums.
Oh, really?
Yeah, by his choice, and he did some good stuff apparently with it. Sorry, I hear somebody out over here. No, he's on the other side. I just want to make sure he was on the other side of the fence.
A biter.
Yeah, I can't remember everything that he ended up saying and stuff, but
Do you want to shoot? Do you want to shoot the biter with this?
Jesus Christ!
One headshot, close range will knock out an Imperium. I've been told. Still haven't tested it.
That sounded like a lightning bolt come down from God himself, I swear.
I knew you'll like it.
What was I saying? About the
Oh, and NS. He
Yeah.
was doing good, like helping.
Yeah, he was doing. I can't remember all it was. Like, I mean, it did work out, and he's all done now. He went through the detox and stuff. But when I was speaking with Quinn, because apparently they've been doing like research and stuff, because they do got a lab over there at Camp Wolf, and he was telling me that the people that have that are permanently supers, that they've been genetically modified. That serum is kind of like a virus, and it'll change your genetics, right? So that has me concerned with anybody that takes the temporary stuff. 'Cause, I mean, we still don't know the long-term effects of the permanent serum. But I want you to think. I put it to them this way: say you're in a car, and you're running down the highway and you're doing like 100 miles an hour, and you're just keeping at 100 miles an hour. Yeah, you know, you're going to burn through a lot of fuel and stuff and wear things a bit, but, you know, you're at a constant speed. Now, if the temporary stuff is like you're just sitting there, you're just revving your engine up, you know, you're redlining it and then back down, redlining it and then back down, redlining it back down, you're going to burn your engine out.
Yeah.
That is my concern with the temporary. If it's doing stuff genetically that's, you know, rewriting your DNA and then letting it go back or whatever, it's like, you know, that can't be good for you.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't understand a lot about it, but yeah, I mean, before they start getting their suits and stuff, because I think the suits help them regulate. They had to be almost like for example, Violet. She was always barefoot, short shorts, like a t-shirt. You know, they try to dress as less as possible, because the more layers, the more heated they get, and the more they use their powers, like running super fast, because everyone be running around, they overheat. And since their ranch is kind of like in the middle of the region, you know, every day I was finding one or two of them laying on my ranch, trying to call off in the pools that we have in there.
Right.
You know, so yeah, so and that's the permanent one. So I don't know, like the effects of the second, like the temporary one, since the effects are shorter. Maybe they kind of go faster, and I mean not faster, but for example, if you overheat, you will overheat maybe faster. You know, because
like I think
I don't know how it works.
Yeah, well, I think for NS, I think the effects were essentially the same, but like, yeah, he was all laid up. Like for when it was done, he was laid up for like a good day or two. Couldn't really do anything until it got out of his system. And who knows? Maybe the temporary stuff works different than the permanent stuff. Like, I'm just saying that if it does work the same, and it's like, you know, modifying DNA and then unmodifying it or whatever, then that can't be a good thing. That's how you maybe that's how we ended up with all these mutants, right? Could have been people doing the serum.
I mean, that's my theory. I feel my theory is mutants were the first they were trying on the serum. You know? Because we had the infected as a result of the nuclears, you know, I think. But then they were experimenting on those things, or maybe humans like that. Like I would like say, I still don't know a lot, but maybe they were experimenting humans though, and their first serums their results were those mutations.
Right.
Because they have some strength and some speed, you know. That's for sure.
It could be,
but not compared to what we see right now.
Well, I totally agree with you, because I mean, it's not like we haven't seen like other mutations and stuff like that Imperium have done. So, you know.
Well, yeah, apparently, they released like these mutations that they were running. I mean, I haven't seen or heard anything about them, but a couple weeks ago, or like, a few weeks ago, or like last month. Apparently there were like 3 or 4 were released from Dembog. One of them, JJ and I, we encountered it like close, like literally close, like we were like where you are.
Yeah, you told me. It was eating
knocked
the
us
horse.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there was another one that was by the sanctuary. We killed it by the sanctuary.
Yeah, the one that looked
that
like
one
the swamp thing
like
one,
a spider.
Yeah.
Well, that would look like a spider, like, you know, like, I don't know if you ever seen Spider-Man, like, with Iron Man, that he has like these metallic arms in his suit.
Oh, right.
To resemble like a spider.
Yeah.
Kind of look like that. That these that mutation thing looked like it was getting like some spider things out of the chest or something or the back. It was gross.
Yeah, that's the one that ended up.
But yeah, so like I say, like we know those mutations. Yeah, we know those mutations came out of them box. So that's like, how long has Imperium has those things in there? Why did
Right.
they release them now or at that time? You know, like there's so many questions still that
Yeah.
have not been answered, or at least that I mean maybe they've been answered and I just don't know about it. Like I
Well,
said, sometimes people don't like not all the groups share all the information as well.
yeah, I know. That's something that NS and I keep discussing all the time, which is one of the reasons why I do, talk to him and Quinn and other people because we just don't know, right?
Hello, just stopping here for a little bit. Harry.
Oh, yeah, no worries.
Oh, it's Ethan. Hi, Ethan.
Hi, Andrew.
Get out of the car.
Oh, Sage, are you okay?
5 minutes. She's not.
No? Oh. I'll help.
Got shot last night by Imperium.
You need help?
Got her on my back.
Yeah, I'll help you just in case. So she doesn't fall off.
Harry.
Well, do you need anything? You got enough like pain meds and all that stuff?
Well, let's place her at the gazebo first. And yeah, there we go. Take it easy. There you go.
Andrew, I need a word with you.
What's wrong, Ethan?
Whole lot of shit.
I don't like the sound of that.
Parker's dead. Parker's dead.
What?
Yeah, I heard that. I'm sorry.
Parker is...
Imperium or?
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah,
Yes.
there was an Imperium attack last night.
For crying out loud.
Sage here almost died. She literally didn't have a pulse for a minute. Thankfully, got her pulse back.
I should go.
Yeah, I probably should.
But Andrew,
Yeah.
I might know you.
I mean, yeah, I know you too.
Do you?
Yeah.
Do you mean?
I mean, you're Sage, no? We met before, like I talk to you sometimes at McCollins.
Do you know somebody, Mav?
Huh? Wait, what?
Do you know somebody called Mav?
Yeah. Map with gold gloves and gold
I don't
face mask.
think he's understanding what...
Yeah, I used to know him. And actually, I think I saw him once around here. But that was one time, long time ago.
Yeah, he's still asleep at the moment.
How do you know him?
Do you? I'll give you only this clue. I used to be somebody really important to him.
Okay.
You'll find out. Till then, you stay safe. And please, for the love of God, all of us need to unite else will just die like flies.
Come on, let's go.
I
Maybe
agree with
this
that.
will. Maybe those words will stir some old memories in you. Come on.
Oh,
Let's
yeah,
go.
I'll think about that. Let me help you.
And I think Shadow fell asleep over there in the gazebo.
I don't see him.
All right.
No.
There you go. Can we tell your friend to meet you
Probably
somewhere?
not waking up anytime soon.
Oh, okay. Well,
Once he wakes back up, he'll know exactly where we're
okay.
All right.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, be safe, and we can talk later, Sage. Just get better right now.
I'll be
Remember
looking
that.
I will.
Remember that shadows are always there.
Do you have any idea what that was about?
I think I do, but might be too good to be true, but who knows?
Right.
This was back. What was it? I remember it was in Germany, I think. But there used to be this group, and there used to be this girl that it was always at Camp Wolf, and always visiting with this guy called Math. He was a good friend. Um, she reminds me kind of like her, but when I first met her, I told her that like, hey, you remind me of someone I used to know, and she was like, no, my name is Sage. But now that she's saying that, maybe I was right.
Oh, maybe.
So,
I don't know. She seems really
but if she's
adamant.
but if she's talking like that, probably she doesn't want Ethan to know. So I'll have to talk with her later.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't say the name. I thought she might be. You know.
Yep. No, I get. I get. I'm picking up what you're putting down there. Yeah. Something you'll probably
Yeah.
want to talk to her
Yeah.
later.
When she mentioned the name Mav and stuff, like I remember our first interaction here, and I was like, oh shit. But then, uh, I mean, yeah, if she's keeping a secret, there must be a reason. So I didn't want to just be shouting her name out loud.
Well, I mean, she seems a bit out of it too, though, right? I mean, like she didn't even recognize you, right?
I mean, she said, yeah, I mean, she recognized me saying if I remember her. But
Yeah.
I
Well,
first
yeah.
thought it was just saying like, yeah, I mean, I first thought she just had like a lost memory because of her injuries. But then she starts saying all that, and I was like, oh, wait a minute.
Right. Well, another mystery to add to things. That's too bad about Parker, though. Jeebus.
Yeah, I found out about. I forgot to tell you, but yeah, that happened last night. I think I was already asleep, but Henry and this guy, they wants to join the ranch called Grumpy. I don't know if you have met him.
I don't think so. I mean, maybe. I
Uh,
don't know. I get so many people coming
I
through
don't
here
know.
sometimes, it's like the names they just blur together.
Yeah. Well, they went to Camp Wolf to help. Not Camp Wolf. McCollins to help. And yeah, well, apparently, yeah, a lot happened. So, yep, let's do it. But I'm curious about this guy, Cloudy. whatever the real name is.
Yeah, like I said, and what I don't get too is I thought there was only Polana. Is there? Because he's talking about, he's from West Polana and the people from the East must pay or whatever, or the other way around. I can't remember exactly what he said, but.
Well, that's the thing. Like, that's what I want to know. Like this Cloudy, the guy that was raining, talking to you in person, he's saying he has nothing against you. But again, my question is, what about everyone else? He doesn't say that in the notes. And the other one, the other one, yeah, three things for me is like, okay, you might be out of the list for now. It doesn't specify the other ones. Then who are the people on the east that they
Well,
need to pay?
see,
And
the thing
then
is,
the third is like the threat about if trouble finds him, we all gonna pay.
yeah, well, see, the thing is, okay, I have got notes. I got a note that was signed by the Imperium about not to be hanging around with you, right? So, and also the guy that was on the radio, like I said, he was making threats towards me and stuff like that as well. So, I mean, sure. Like I said, the guy could have multiple personalities and stuff. So one minute he's the good Cloudy, the other day he's the bad one, whatever. But there could be two as well, right? And it's always centered around Polana. Think about that. It's like everything, because the one that's on the radio is always wanting us to come down to Polana. Teddy, when he was around, it was always in Polana. What's with Polana and these crazies? You know what I mean? Like it's always wanting. They're always looking for people to go to Polana. And Ethan, I think he said, did go down there, and they found like a whole bunch of like notes and like love letters essentially to Teddy at one point, and like a big armory and. Or I'm not sure if that was Ethan that told me, but somebody, when I was telling people this story the other day, because I did tell Ethan and a couple other people, and they're saying that, there's like all kinds of stuff down there, but I don't know. This is just, the
Yeah,
place
I don't know. I mean, but yeah, there's been. Well, there was this guy, but that guy was trying to lure people to Lamborg, if I remember correctly. But then that was a different person totally. He was like picking a fight with Campbell. Then yeah, this new one is like, yeah, let's go to Polana. So who knows? Like, I mean, I have heard that the places. I have heard with a place with more probabilities of you to get robbed or encounter someone, it will be Polana or around that area. Because there's this group, the one that robbed Cabbage, Red X.
right.
They live a little north from Polana. What is it? What's it?
Oh, I'm not familiar with the area down there at all.
Sarnowick. If you see Polana on your map, keep going north, you'll see another town, and then the next town is called Sarnowick. That's where Redex live or used to live,
Right.
and those were the people. I thought I heard something, and those are the people that, steal from like rob Cabbage, like he's a green
Right.
mutant, and took blood from him and shit.
I haven't heard anything from them in a while, though.
I just talked to Ines. He said that he was the other day with them, so I think they're still
All
fine.
right.
Yeah, just they haven't been awake that much. Sorry, just need to look around.
Yeah, no worries. There's enough nonsense going on. Better to be frosty.
Yeah. No, I thought I heard some footsteps, but maybe it was my imagination. Yeah.
Well, I didn't
And
hear.
then, well,
I didn't hear any, but I
Jeff has
mean,
been, yeah, yeah. And for us, for example, Jeff has been a little sleepy during the weekdays, a little more active on the weekends. Also, I think he was like, "Oh, the boss is gone. I'm gonna take a vacation too." So,
right?
and then JJ, I think she's still sick, and also
Oh,
she and Henry had like they went a little too far in their jokes. So she had like a little camping spot, um, a little far from everything
hmm,
that she goes when she needs to basically get a break from the ranch and basically all boys.
right.
So and because yeah, apparently she got sick maybe a Friday or Saturday after I was gone. Um, and I haven't seen her or anything, so I went with Henry in the helicopter to check because I told her like I'm not it's not don't it's not like if you give me the place I'm gonna be bothering you every time, but I need to know where you are just as an emergency. And
Yeah.
because I haven't seen her motorcycle is gone and I haven't seen her, we went to that camping place where I because I give her a tent and a cold lock. So yeah, the tent is there, the motorcycle's there. So I think she just stick there, but get trying to get better, but also she needed a peace and quiet.
Yeah, because I haven't
So
heard.
that was reassuring. Yeah, that was reassuring. So we went in the helicopter, check around, just make sure everything was fine, and then we went back to the ranch. So yeah, so I hope she gets better soon.
Yeah, because I haven't heard from her since. Oh, well, it was the caravan when I heard her on the radio when I told her not to bother with that bag because you gave me that suppressor at the caravan. Uh,
Yeah, so Wednesday was my last night here. Um, and I just took like a little nap. Like I was
yeah,
like, okay, guys, everyone is here, awake, let's do something. But I took like a 5-10 minute nap, and that 5-10 minute nap apparently, uh, I don't know what happened to who started what, but there was like basically they shoot at each other. Um, and I think we had to resuscitate Henry at that point, and yeah, so she felt bad and she went away. Uh, and then she was like, "Yeah, I'm here. If you guys want to come and check me or talk, I'm here on my campus." So I was like, "No, no. If you need the time, stay there." So I think she's been there since that day, to be honest.
uh, all
But
right.
then
Well,
I told them all of them like, you know what? It was fun at the beginning, and honestly, I think it's still fun if you guys just want to be like putting uh, smoke grenades because that's harmless. But the stun grenades, your rubber slugs, and everything else, I think we need to stop that because someone's gonna get injured really bad.
right.
By the way, Clara's on the radio.
Looking for me?
Not for you, but I heard her.
Stay
Now that
pretty
you mentioned
far.
that you haven't heard
Needs
from
some
her.
urgent help over here at Camp Wolf. One of our own is not doing well.
Well, somebody's still at Camp Wolf. I guess not doing well.
Yeah, but yeah, Clara's on the radio, so she's fine, at least.
Yeah, no, I
But
heard
yeah,
from.
that's basically the thing. That's basically the thing. And then we had this new guy, Grumpy, like
Right.
he wants to join. Um, so far nothing bad. Like it's been with me and Henry, but of course we had experiences before about that. Um, I also heard on the I also heard on the radio the other day that Sinclair was part of the Knights, and then he there was like a commotion, and he was actually trying to make a commotion between the Knights and McCollins, and he was kicked out of the group. So I'm kind of, and then this guy decided to join after that. So now I'm like, huh,
Oh yeah, I have.
is this
I
Grumpy
heard
a new
about.
personality?
Well, you never
Or
know. I did hear about that with the
I don't know.
McCullough, so because there was like a big brouhaha all about that, and I didn't realize. Or somebody said to me it was something about Sinclair, though. I thought.
I was telling you, I think he was one of my suspects for the
Yeah.
notes because that was
Oh,
his
maybe.
MO. That was his MO when he was at the ranch as Danny. He was hiring Fate to deliver notes to Vanguard.
Right.
So
Yeah. Oh, maybe.
um,
Maybe.
and this guy Onyx now is my neighbor.
Yeah. No, he's been up here. Been doing some trading and stuff with him, and yeah, I don't know if it was the talk I had with him or not, but he came up here a couple of weeks ago, and because nobody else was. You had your suspicions, other people had suspicions about him, and nobody was really dealing with him at all, right? And I was the only one trading with him. And basically, he showed up here with what was his buddy's name? I think it was Gabe. I don't know. He didn't talk or anything, but he was just saying, I'm the only one that's like dealing anything with them. He was saying that somebody was trying to impersonate him and cause problems as well, and all this stuff. And I asked him about, if he's going to do the trader because he was going to, run a trader at some point and stuff like that. He says, I don't know if there's any point in that, because, nobody wants to deal with me and stuff. And I just told him, I said, look, if you think somebody's out there besmirching your good name, then hiding is not the way to deal with it. You got to get out there and let people know it's not you. So... And after that, like I said, I don't know if I had anything to do, that talk had anything to do with it, but after that, he seemed to be a little bit more personable, I guess you could say. I mean, he's been doing some dealing with NS. He told me that he moved in that police station down near your place, which, if he is, on the up and up, that's probably good for you guys because, then that's somebody else close to you. If something does go wrong at the ranch, so yeah, he like I said, he was up here was it on Sunday or Saturday? I don't know. There was a bunch of people who showed up here to do some trading stuff. He came up and got a bunch of 9mm off of me and stuff like that. And like I said, he's been bringing me stuff. So.
Yeah, he said that he moved into the police station and then his cousin or something like that moved into the house that is basically across the open field from my ranch.
Right.
So, and I told him like, well, you might want to tell your cousin to maybe move because the other people that used to live there moved out after we put our shooting range. Like the other day we were testing this new LMG, like a PKP.
Yeah.
And we were like, on the ground shooting, and that thing oh my god, that has a recoil. So I don't think we even hit the target, but I'm pretty sure some bullets went flying around that house and the road. And then we're like, oh shit, I forgot to check if there was someone out there. So we went really quick to check. Luckily, no one was around. So we came back and keep shooting. But yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe he. Well, I mean, it's kind of weird that his cousin be moving in there. I mean, that
I
police
told him
station.
like, well, maybe you want to recommend your cousin. Like, there's other houses around that are actually.
Well, I don't know why he wouldn't just live with Onyx, because I mean, that police station is pretty big. Unless he's got other people living with him in there.
They say like, I don't know. Onyx is a little weird to me. Like, he was like, yeah, it's my cousin, but he has his place, I have my place, and that way we keep the peace and trust each other. And I'm like, so you don't trust anybody to live with you? And he's like,
well,
no. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, you know. But
I
yeah,
was
like,
gonna say some
like you can
families,
just
some
put,
families are
you
like
can
that.
just, like for example, yeah, for example, the Legionnaires. Actually, I haven't seen them in weeks,
Yeah.
but the Legionnaires, uh, they got a police station like that, and actually they divided it.
Yep.
Um,
Yep. Yep.
so like
I've
once
been
you
in
walk
there.
into the stairs, like you go to the right is a section.
Yep.
Okay, yeah. So I was like, well, you can make something like this, you know. But he's like, no, 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 like my place, his place, we're happy. I'm like, oh, that's fine. Just um, tell your cousin to come talk to us. So and we'll try to contact him before we start shooting. But yeah, like I don't, I recommend you move out of there,
Right.
or your
Right.
cousin
Right.
moves out of there. You know. Um, Also, between us, I think that house is haunted because when the other people move out, Jeff and I went to explore the house,
Hmm.
and there was like this room in the kitchen that said "keep out" and like all like uh, blocked with planks and shit,
Oh,
and
really?
it was like a warning, like yeah, keep out, and like it would look really creepy, like kind of looked like also blood in it. So I'm like,
Hmm.
oh shit.
I wonder
Yeah.
if you should let that. What's his name? I've heard him on the radio a couple times. That Dr. Percy seems to be investigating supernatural things. I just keep to myself. You know, he's saying if you see anything weird, it's like, have you been around here lately? I mean, everything's weird. So you know, be a little more specific.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, we encountered some weird things last night, but I don't know if you would believe me if I told you. Because if I wasn't there, I don't know if I would believe it. Um, but
Well,
yeah, it,
now you got to
it
tell
was
me.
like okay. So I was riding around by the cove, and I started hearing shots. So I went to the cove, but the shots came from the east side on the open field. So I started walking there, and then I saw like Nick, Ashley, Tatch, and Spectre hitting like the air. You know, like they were fighting something. And I was like, "What the heck, guys? What's going
Right.
on?" Like, they're ghosts, and they're hitting us. And then yeah, something hit me on the head behind. So I put my helmet and shit, and then we start seeing like these entities that start like appearing, disappearing, jumping, and making like these woo go noise. We shot one of them down like 4 times, and just keep standing up, and then disappearing, moving, attacking us. And then that thing dropped like a white, kind of like white clothes, and we're like, oh, maybe it wants us to put that. So we put all, and we kind of like all look like ghosts as well. And
Right.
they stop hitting at us. But then these freaking giant men looking with like a teddy bear head show up, and he saw us, and he started coming at us, and then there was like these giant ghosts that appeared from the forest and went to the thing, and they start like fighting each other. And because we were like the ghost team, we were like, come on, hit it harder. But the teddy bear man actually won.
Right.
And then yeah, one like we start shooting at it, but like it looks like the bullets were going through without no damage or effect at all. So we stopped shooting, we put our guns away, that thing disappeared, came back, and then started giving us teddy bears, and then he disappeared. He was talking, but it was hard to comprehend what he was saying.
And
But yeah,
you're sure this wasn't a fever dream?
see, that's why I didn't want to tell you.
I listen.
The five of us agreed not to say anybody, but then apparently the teddy bear man appeared at Camp Wolf as well.
Well,
So
I think I heard that. Like I said, I think that Dr. Percy was actually looking for that sort of stuff.
yeah, I think he was looking for it because he was there when it
Yeah.
appeared.
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah, no,
not
it's,
not with us, but at Camp Wolf because he lives at Camp Wolf. He
yeah,
was he was he came to the McCollins
mhm.
saying that now Camp Wolf is gonna start start their drug business, and they're gonna start making methamphetamine and other stuff. And I was like, whoa, Camp Wolf now drug dealers? Jeez. Yeah.
Well, as far as what you told me about the ghost geos and stuff, I mean, what, I'm not going to say it didn't happen because, I mean, I just want you to think about everything that's gone on around here over the months. If you would have told me any of that stuff, a few years ago, yeah, I would have thought you were smoking meth. But, I've seen it all myself too, right? So, and, I mean, it is October. I guess we're probably going to be getting close to All Hallows Eve and stuff like that. So, it is that time of year for the ghostios and stuff.
Yeah. Like I told you, like Friday 13 of last month, this guy attacked me, and well, that's the hat you're wearing now, he was wearing that hat. So, I'm like, yeah, crazy things happen. So, yeah, just always keep an eye. You had your windows just because you don't have this fence, like, well, not fence, but like locked.
Yeah.
Just check outside before going out,
Oh, I usually do. Not so, and it's not even so much for looking for things. I usually look out the windows, though. Is the gazebo still there, and the other, greenhouse still there, or somebody steal my stuff, or...
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, and that, yeah, basically that's the updates. Besides that, like, been busy going around trying to catch up with everything after being outside. Like this month, I'm gonna be kind of busy going in and out of the region.
Right.
In the weekends. So, yeah, usually the weekdays I'll be here. The weekends I'm gonna be going out for some ranch business. Trying to find other. Trying to fire up more horses and see if there's like any other things, and also, try to find a little more about what's freaking going on here.
Right.
Just see if there's things going on in other countries as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, it will be quick trips. And then today, finally, I got a hold with Smokes. And well, that Henry and JJ are adamant about coming with me in dangerous missions.
Yeah.
So I decided to sell the Land Rover and get me that armor Humvee. So at least have some protection.
Alright.
Because I wanted to keep the Land Rover because, like if we wanted to be 5-6 people at the ranch. But so far we're only 4, maybe 5 with these grumpy, but like I said, there's a little too coincidence with what happened with the nights and stuff, so I'm keeping my eye on that. But so far it's 4 of us, possibly 5, but Jeff is not always awake, so...
Well, that's what I was going to say.
Still 4.
You may have 5, but it's how often is all 5 of you around, right? So...
Yeah. So, and yeah, he's a good... I mean, I don't know if you've seen one before, but like inside.
Yep.
But yeah, Gas has good space, and yeah, totally armored. I was told that even a 50 BMG will have a hard time to penetrate the glass.
Well, hopefully you won't have to put that to the test. So.
Yeah, hopefully not. But like I said, like if we're arriving into missions, I want to arrive with like you never know when an ambush or attack will happen. And also, I already equipped Henry and JJ with tier 5 or 6 armor, so we should be able.
Right.
They're also, I don't want them to go in danger without being at their best. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good. I mean, I prefer you guys weren't, but that's it's up to you guys.
Yeah. Well, it's not like we're going all the time. Like we're trying to help us. People will need evacuation, or people would need like, stuff like that. But
well, you may not be
you can
all the
plan
time.
one thing. You can plan one thing, and then other thing happens.
I was gonna say, I
Oh.
mean, you've been burned with white phosphorus. JJ's been all shot up. And it's like, but
Yeah.
again, you're grown ass people. I can't
Well,
do nothing about it.
well. About the wife press. That's other thing that I hate. I was told to go to Camp Wolf, but they didn't tell me why. So I didn't even went prepared. You know? Like,
Right.
I just flew there, thinking they just wanted to talk to me. So I didn't even bring like my like good guns. I just brought whatever I had with me at that moment.
Right.
And then they were like, "Oh yeah, oh." And the once I was there, they were like, "Imperium's gonna strike at any moment, and we need all guns available." And I'm like, "Why the f you didn't tell me so so I can, so I can bring my guns?" You know, like,
Right.
and that's and like there was no preparation. I mean, they had some preparation, but I had no time to prepare. I had no stuff, and I mean, I was still able to take maybe one or two down, but then yeah, that freaking white phosphorus, because of course they block everything in their stupid. So I don't know if you've been in Camp Wolf, but
Not the new one.
they have two building barracks. Okay,
Hmm.
the two floor barracks with tons of rooms. What
Right.
they did was they blocked every single window and door except the main entrance. Well, not main entrance, but like, you see how they're like kind of long.
Yeah.
They're kind of like long buildings. So they blocked the doors on the sides, all doors on the sides on first and second floor, and they just let open the doors that are by the stairs outside, like the on the one of the edges, like
Right.
on the first and second floor. So basically, and then they put some barricades and shit like inside. So basically, it was like at the corridor, and then basically, if you want to enter, you have to kind of like go in zigzag,
Hmm.
and then and we will be on their rooms, guns, ready to aim and shit. Um, all that preparation. The other side of the building, there's a tiny window on the top, on the wall. They didn't block that shit. That's why they dropped the fucking grenades, the fucking white phosphorus. Of course, we're not seeing that because we are looking at the other side.
Right.
The window is behind us. And yeah, sounds like, well, and I think that's why people have issues with Campbell because it's like, they don't even, like,
Well.
yeah, like, why are you called, like, they're, okay, they're coming to get Ali and Thomas, or because they've been kidnapping other people. Why the F first are you staying at your base?
Hmm.
Second, why the F are you calling people to go to your camp without telling them why? If the attack is imminent, well, they're not gonna stop. Then the Imperium's not gonna stop. Then go and, like, if you're gonna call reinforcements, tell them what's going on so they can come prepared. I had landmines. I could have set up also some landmines and shit, but of course I wasn't prepared.
Hmm.
Again, they were like, "Hey Andrew, can we talk? We're at the camp." I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll be there soon."
Right.
Um, you know, didn't expect anything. And then when I was already there, it was too late. The helicopters they started arriving, so we had to go inside and like, yeah. So anyway, that day was a mess. That was the only day I've been actually injured. Other days when I go to other missions, there's preparation, you know there's
Right.
options, and I'm going knowing what I'm going into. I'm not saying I'm the best soldier or whatever, but you know if you tell me in advance, I can be more cautious and prepared. You know, there it
Yeah.
wasn't nothing. It was literally the plan was, let's hide inside the building and hope that we can kill all of them before they get us.
Yeah.
That was
Well.
basically the plan.
Yeah. Well. I mean, it always seems like the fight. Everybody's always looking for the fight. Nobody's thinking beyond that.
Trust me, I was not looking for a fight. If I could, I would have left because I was like, first, fuck you for not telling me. Um, sorry about my French, but I was like, f you for not telling me what was happening, and not telling me to get prepared. And then because there was no chance for me to leave now because they're coming, and if I go by my helicopter, they might be taking me down.
Right.
You know, they have air artillery strike and everything. They probably have something to hit my helicopter. So, yeah, I had no choice to join them. I asked them for some ammunition or a better gun or anything, and they're like, "Oh no, there's no time. There's no time." I was like, "Well, thank you."
Well, yeah, it's unfortunate. Like I said, they always seem like them, McCullens. I mean, everybody, like I said, everybody always seems to be looking for a fight. And fancy enough, the fight keeps coming to them all the time, you know? Like,
Yeah.
and you have people like me who actually talk to people and try to be reasonable with them, and I'm still standing. That's all I'm saying. People actually go ahead, you know, and I'm not saying you, because I know you do the same thing. It's like I said, they something's going to happen, and it's like, pull out the guns, here we go, and stuff, instead of just
Well,
like, you
what
know,
was that?
what? I didn't,
What the heck was that on the radio?
I didn't have the radio on, so.
Oh,
Oh, let's see here. Stop. There we go. Alright, timer has started. That's all.
The heck is that?
trying to listen.
Yeah.
I'll turn it off. Screw it. They are big boys. They have numbers. They have. That's the thing. They also have gear and armor and everything, but they don't use it. So I don't know why they don't use their 100% their strength. But again, I can be talking about so many things. You know. And I don't have the issue with everybody. Like I like Thomas, you know. I like Ali sometimes, but most of the time she's a little, you know, too entitled per se.
Well, she is
yeah.
the commander, so I mean.
Yeah, well, like I said, but yeah, but that was my issue, and yeah, that's after what happened that day, and yeah, I stopped going there. I stopped because that was not good. That was not okay. Because it wasn't just me who went there. There was a lot of people. I think Shade and other couple people went there with the same thing, not prepared. Just come here. Would like to talk.
Right.
That's not okay. But yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I said, I don't know what you can really do about it and stuff, but I think I'm gonna go rest my head for a while, though.
Okay. Yeah. Sorry, I took your time.
No, it's good. It's good to get caught up and stuff. And like you said, you haven't been around for a few days, so figure out what's going on. And like I said, you're not obviously, especially with the wedding invitations and stuff, you're not the only person that has concerns about Camp Wolf for whatever reason, right? So.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. And apparently it's not just them. There's other people on the radio. It's hard to tell with the voices and stuff, you know, in the other frequency.
Mm-mm.
There seems to be like a lot of discontent.
Well,
And I know, and I don't even know why, you know.
Well, the thing is, so I think a lot of stuff too. You got to remember, Imperium gets on there too and starts trying to sow discontent and everything. Because, like you said, that other channel's pretty lousy. So unless somebody says their name, it's hard to tell who's saying what, right?
Yeah, no, I got it. Oh well. Well, I'll let you go to rest.
All right. Well, you be
Um,
safe, and
yeah.
if you talk to JJ, tell her I said hi. Maybe I'll try and reach
Yeah,
out to
I'll tell
her
her.
later on.
Yeah, as soon as I hear from her, I'll tell her to come visit you.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. All right.
Sounds good.
Okay,
Yeah,
you be
her.
safe. Bye.